We stayed at the George Kemp Marina in Sault Ste. Marie. We got enough supplies to sail across Lake Superior. We left in the morning, crossed the St. Mary's River to go into the Canadian Lock. It takes about a half hour to lock up to Lake Superior. We rise up about 21 feet in the lock to get into Lake Superior. We just passed through the Soo Locks. We're north of the lock, headed into Lake Superior. We are entering Whitefish Bay and it's a bit hazy out here. Looks like we're going to have enough wind to sail though. We are out at Whitefish Point. We're at the harbor and we are here with the fishing fleet. Commercial fishing. That's an interesting fishing boat. Here's our walkway to get off the dock. Taking a walk down the beach, hoping to make it to Whitefish Point Lighthouse and Museum. Came up the trail here and we found the lighthouse. We're planning to leave early this morning, but it was foggy when we got up. So I think we're going to sit here and drink our coffee until this fog lifts. Fog lifted, we got off the dock about 9 o'clock and we rounded Whitefish Point. We're off of Chris Point. The fog is lifted nicely. It's a beautiful day. We are staying about a mile offshore and looks like there might be some fog or haze out in the lake. A little hazy here, but all in all, it's a beautiful day. Been an uneventful day. There was no wind, so we motored all the way to Grand Marais. We have a thunderstorm that's happening over Grand Marais. I don't see any lightning. So we'll see how that works out for us. We made it to Grand Marais, Michigan, and we are anchored out about 35 feet of water, but I have the equipment to do that. And it looks like it's going to be a nice night. Tomorrow we'll be out there at Pictured Rocks. That's Nemesis in the Bay of Grand Marais. The rest of the boats are on mooring balls. They're owned by the locals. In Grand Marais, the water was 70 degrees. We both swam off the back of the boat. I took Cindy out for breakfast at Stella's. There's Stella. This is in Grand Marais. Tour of the Pickle Barrel Museum. We left Grand Marais this morning. A thunderstorm passed through. We waited till after that, so it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. And we're coming past the Devil's Slide and Pictured Rocks area. We're just starting the Pictured Rocks area at this point. Here's a better view of the Devil's Slide. These are the sand dunes between Grand Marais and the Pictured Rocks. I think they're just as beautiful as the Sleeping Bear sand dunes on Lake Michigan. Sailing past the Sabo Point Lighthouse. The shoal sticks out quite a ways, so you can't get too close. Pictured Rocks weren't as vibrant because there was forest fires up in Canada causing smoke and haze. We're in Murray Bay out at Grand Island, and looks pretty peaceful out here tonight. Murray Bay at Grand Island is just off of Munising.